Hi, I'm Brianna,
And I'm Abby
and this is Blessed.
and highly medicated. Is it pronounced hantavirus or hantavirus?
I was saying hantavirus, but I think, tomato, tomato,
Yeah, I've heard it both
pecan,
ways.
pecan.
I feel like I say pecan, different every time it comes out of my
Yeah.
mouth. Because I don't
Yeah,
say
I'm
it that
like, wait, what
often.
do I actually say? I think I say pecan.
I feel like pecan sounds right. But then if I were to say like pecan pie,
Pecan. Yeah, pecan pie. Let me have a slice of that pecan pie, please, princess.
who's princess?
I was just going with the peas.
Oh.
Pecan pie, princess.
Yeah, so there is a group of people stuck on a cruise ship, mysterious virus, and they need to stay there.
Yeah, and there's talks of like letting them dock and come off. I just feel like we need to investigate this further
I don't think they should be
because
trapped because it's not necessarily their fault.
no, but
But
like this is like a public issue. Like there's a 40% mortality rate if you contract this virus. And they're saying no, and so like I looked it up to see if it's just because of where this Andes strain originates, if like there's not good access to healthcare. No. No, 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 no. Even with good access to
oh
healthcare,
great.
40% mortality rate.
I saw somewhere today that it's supposed to be like or the theory is that it came from a landfill in Argentina.
Okay, like the
But
rats in the
what
landfill.
yeah, but how did that
Were
end up on a boat?
were they hiking in the landfill?
Why would you be hiking in a landfill?
I don't know. When people get too much money, they do stupid things.
Yeah, like go to the bottom of the ocean or space.
Yeah,
So you
very
could be
risky.
right.
So, but I think a flight attendant that took care of the wife of the man that's patient zero, his wife who went to the airport and like passed out at the airport and now she's dead. Well, a flight attendant that was on her flight has now fallen ill. And they're saying no, it's only with close contact. It's only with close contact. Like you have to be in relationship with someone, like very close family members. That's the only way you're gonna contract it. Doing kissy kissy, all up in each other's space, breathing each other's air for days and days. How did the flight attendant get it?
How did the flight attendant get it?
Because I guarantee she wasn't kissing that lady. I would put money on it.
You never know in today's world.
I mean, maybe she was doing CPR. I don't know the circumstances of what happened on the flight, but it's actually, fun fact, it's actually not recommended to do mouth to mouth on a stranger if you do not have a barrier.
For this kind of reason.
Just, yeah, well, yeah, probably for a moment like this, but yeah, it's actually, they recommend if you do not have like a mask or like a protective face barrier that you do not give mouth to mouth, just do chest compressions.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened on that flight, but I find it under normal circumstances that the flight attendant to get it, if it only passes through very close intimate contact, that she got it.
Yeah, I
It's
that's
not
just a,
mathin'.
it's a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
So
regardless, we're praying for the
we
people
are.
on the boat and the family,
Absolutely.
those
I
affected.
can't
But
imagine.
no, I would have to be sedated. I would be
Yeah.
so nervous.
Just
Uh,
and you're just sitting. I mean, we had to quarantine in our houses where we didn't even know if we had been exposed during COVID.
mhm.
Imagine being on this boat where you're like, I possibly and probably was exposed, and you're just sitting on this boat in your cabin without all of your familiar things, and you're just waiting to see if you're the next one.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
And seriously, prayers to them for sure. Hopefully by the time this airs, it's like, what is
It'll be long
hantavirus?
forgotten.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what is that? We don't know
One
what that is anymore.
one could hope.
Yeah, that's my prayer. Because I can't do another pandemic.
I don't, no, I think we all have PTSD from it. Like,
I
what are we
don't want to
gonna
do
we?
that.
Mm-mm.
And I don't think people would take it as seriously either.
No,
And this one has a 40% mortality rate, whereas COVID had a 1%.
that's great.
And I knew several people that, well, mostly patients that passed from it. So I knew more than 1% in my circle.
Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
So we're not doing that again. I'm not.
No.
I'm
In
not.
Jesus' name, we're not.
We're not. Amen. Be gone, hantavirus.
Be gone. So, have you ate or drank or made anything cool recently?
Do you know what Sakatosh is?
I think I've heard it called succotash,
Succotash. Yep, that could be it too.
and I'm trying to think, is it with corn and like vegetables and stuff?
Yeah, so there's many different
Okay.
variations. I like Sakatosh because it's like Sasquatch. I don't know, in my head,
Love that.
Sakatosh, Sasquatch. So that's what I call it.
Okay.
But what I do, it's mine always has tomato, okra, and onion and garlic in it
Mm-hmm.
at minimum. So I made a variation of my mini variations this weekend. I made a big old pot. I put black-eyed peas, okra, tomatoes, onion, garlic. I didn't do the Holy Trinity because I didn't have the Trinity. I know.
Shame.
It was poor planning on my part, grocery shopping, but what can I do? So, and then I put corn in it too. And then I had a random can of creamed corn just laying around, and I was like, just throw that in there.
Well, that sounds
I think
good.
it made it a little too sweet. I don't think I'll be doing that again with the creamed corn.
Was it
But
good?
yeah, it was good. I put bay leaves in it and seasoned it up, and it's really good. And I mean, we have containers full. So I'm getting my fiber.
Yeah. Or you could
Yeah.
put it in the freezer.
Yeah, I will probably do that too. And you can serve it over rice, but I didn't. I just did it with just by itself with some meat.
Yum.
James says it looks disgusting.
Did he eat it though?
No. It's like try a
James,
bite. Try a
don't start,
bite.
don't
I
get
don't like
picky
the
on
way it
us.
looks. I know he's not normally picky. Usually he'll try something, but he was like, I'm good. So whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's in a rebellious stage.
I know he's putting his feet down, trying to see what he can get away with. Not eating my saccatosh.
Putting his feet down. Not in those shoes.
Not in those shoes. I sent that to my family,
Uh-huh.
and my dad says, he's an active boy. And my mom says, I've had shoes that I've worn for years and years and years, and they never looked like that.
Same.
Yeah, I'm like I told you, I traveled across Spain. I walked
Yeah.
500 miles across Spain, and
And your
my
shoes
shoes
did
didn't
not
look
look
that
like
bad.
that.
So a couple months ago, we I gave Meryl's high praise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I know what the problem is. So the first pair of Meryl's lasted 3 months. This pair barely made it to the 2 month mark.
Mm-hmm.
Winter. So now that it's
Okay.
warmer, he's going out for recess more. And so
Yeah.
that's what I think why we got one less month out of them. But yeah, they look like they've been through a bomb.
Yeah, it looks like someone tried to blow them up.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
that
can't
kid's doing.
like I mean,
I think he's
our other
sliding across the blacktop. Like, you know what? Because, like, his knees will come, they have a blacktop area, and then they also have mulch. But he'll come home and his knees are like black and scraped up. And so he does this thing. where he likes to run and like fall on his knees and like his knees go out and his legs go
Hmm.
behind him, you know? So the top of his feet would be scraping against. But I
Why
can't
does he like
imagine
to do
doing that on the
that?
blacktop. I don't know why he likes to do it on our concrete slab floor, but he
Like his,
does.
I can't
So,
imagine the perpetual scraped knee.
I don't know.
Boys are
Boys,
different.
I never had that problem when I was growing up.
Me either.
Mm-mm.
Never.
So, what can you do?
Buy him
But
new
I'm
shoes.
glad, he's active and he's able to wear out his shoes, I guess. And I can afford new ones.
Yeah, it's not, I guess it's not a bad thing that he wears them out. It's just like it's
Can
more
we wait a little
mysterious.
longer?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
what
gonna try
in
a different brand?
really?
Or
I don't know. I had a pair of Skechers that he was using for basketball, and they
mm-hmm.
were like his nicer shoes. But I'm like, I should probably make him wear those out before buying any more shoes. So I think we're
Yeah,
gonna go to the Skechers, wear those out, and then we'll go back to Merrill's.
because by the time it's basketball season again, he'll have outgrown
Yes.
the others.
Yeah. So,
Boy,
anyways, Merrill's, you really let me down.
yeah. Maybe that's why they didn't give us a shout out when we tagged them.
They knew that come springtime, my
They're
review
like,
would change.
"Are you sure about that?"
Yeah. Also, Merrill's, if you want to do like a test run on some new higher, what's the word? Strength. New,
Yeah.
better strength shoes that can withstand more, hit me up because I got a little boy who could give you a run for your money and you could just test your shoes on him.
Yes, please. We need it.
Prototype. Hey, yeah.
That you could be the beta tester.
Yeah. We will do that for you and give you thorough feedback.
Yeah. We'll do a PowerPoint. We'll
Hmm.
write a whole report.
And I could do a compare and contrast
Hmm.
timeline. Yeah.
All right. Well,
And they don't even have
we'll
to
think
pay
about it.
me. Just shoes. That's
Just
it.
free shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we thought of a fun topic for today's episode. And it's like it's just gonna be a lot of us yapping. Like none of this is that serious, nor do we really think we are the ones to solve these things. But it would be very cool if we were the ones that
Yeah.
solved them. We're going to talk
Never say
about some
never.
unsolved mysteries and murders.
Dun dun dun.
Um, there's some like I think all of ours are pretty famous. Like they're not like weirdly obscure or anything. But it's almost because they're so famous is why it bothers me because I'm like it's not that there wasn't enough awareness or money or something that went into these things.
Yeah.
Like we should know the answer by now.
Yeah. Everybody knows about it.
And we all have theories. I don't think we're gonna get crazy into them, just dip our little toes into them.
Hmm.
But it's like these things shouldn't be mysteries.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah. And it like really bothers me that we may never know the answer to some of these.
Yeah, how don't we know?
Yeah. I want to
Like,
know.
I want to know.
And the thing is, on all of these, someone knows
Oh,
or
yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
They're just not saying anything.
And then how does the person get away with that? Or how do you live with knowing an answer of something that the whole world wants to know, but you're just keeping it a secret?
Loyalty.
Like, I mean, do a deathbed confession at least.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just at minimum, on your deathbed, be like, by the way, I am such and such.
Because at least, I
And
mean,
here's my story.
yeah, you're not getting any of the consequences because you're
Yeah.
dying anyway.
You're gonna be dead. No, they just like love leaving people on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's like a power trip.
I think some of these that could still happen though, because not potentially everyone is dead that's associated with some of these.
You're right. You're right.
There are some people that are dead related to these, but not necessarily everyone. Anyways,
True.
so there's still hope.
There's still hope. And maybe the blessed and the blessed and highly communicated. What? The
Yes.
blessed and highly medicated community is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
We'll be the ones to track it down.
Or maybe they'll hear this podcast and they'll be like, you know what? They're right. I need to make sure that when I die, the story gets out.
Exactly.
And like you could even like videotape yourself
hmm
and then just be like, only publish after I die.
What's scary though is that I have heard of people doing a false deathbed
Oh,
confession,
mm-hmm.
and you're like, there's no way to prove they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the evidence that they did do it? And they're not just crazy saying something from their deathbed.
True.
That's
True.
scary.
Yeah.
My first case that I think has a really strong suspect, and I'm like, how have we not solved it? How are we? It's just fascinating. And like, it doesn't necessarily keep me up at night, but I'm like, there's an answer. This isn't just like, oh, some random dead person. So
Right.
it's the case of the Black Dahlia. So she was Elizabeth Short was a young woman living in Los Angeles, and she looked like, like kind of like classic pinup model you imagine from the 40s, and was beautiful. And I think she had like a lot of boyfriends, and she was just living her young life, kind of adjacent to the entertainment industry. But I think like if she wanted to, she could have easily made it. One day in a neighborhood, some people are passing by and they see what to them looks like a mannequin leg in a bush.
Mm,
And they go to inspect it a little closer, and it is not a mannequin leg. It is, in fact, the body of Elizabeth Short. She's been kind of mutilated, not just like stabbed and killed or whatever. And I'm pretty sure she was unclothed, or mostly unclothed. And so they do a whole investigation. They have all of these kind of suspects that they're like, oh, it could be this guy. It could be that. Like they were like weirdly enthusiastic about different suspects, but I think it had more to do with them just wanting to feel like, oh yeah, we closed the case.
hmm Yeah. I think that's a problem in a lot of
But there's
investigations.
there's one suspect that keeps coming up over and over again, and his name is, let me double check. It's George Hodel, I think. Yeah. Okay, George Hodel. And anyway, George Hodel was a physician that lived in this really nice, like, LA mansion.
Okay.
And he has this, like, really weird family dynamic of, like, incest potentially, and then a child being born from that. And then that girl is white, but grew up for a long time thinking she was black because she was raised by a black family.
Okay.
Like weird, like not that that's necessarily weird, but like just that his entire sphere of influence is weird. Like
Yeah, there's just weird
nothing's
stuff going
linear.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, like I said, he was a doctor, and he was friends with a lot of the upper echelon Hollywood types. And
Mm-hmm.
so there's this theory that he was performing like back alley abortions
Um,
for young Hollywood starlets, where the studio would say like you can't be pregnant, you need to get rid of it. And they think, oh, he also would have these like massive parties at his house. Think, I mean, it was almost like The Great Gatsby, but in the 40s.
okay.
And he had all of this like avant-garde art. He'd have just say inappropriate things happening at the party.
Yeah.
So people think that Elizabeth Short was probably at one of those parties. Either she was pregnant and came to him because she knew of other girls that had done it, or there was something just as sinister but different, like he saw her as an easy victim or an easy target.
Mm.
Anyway, he moved to like Taiwan.
After that?
Yeah, and no suspect has ever been properly charged.
That's suspicious. Why would a well-known doctor who has an established social scene move to Taiwan randomly?
I will say something that's really interesting in him about him though is that his granddaughters are true crime podcasters.
Oh,
So they're the daughters of his daughter Tamar, and she's the
okay.
one that grew up thinking she was black. And and so their daughter or her daughters are like probably in their early 50s at this point.
Are they trying to atone for their granddaddy's sins?
I don't know if they're trying to atone necessarily, because I don't think they feel responsible, like,
Okay.
nor should they. But I do think there's this sense of like, if we do this podcast, maybe we'll be able to figure out if this guy actually did it or not.
Yeah. Well, they might have just always been interested in that because they grew up hearing, stories and like, people think that your granddad did this or whatever. And so it's
Isn't that
kind of
freaky though? Like,
is Alyssa Lamb or Elisa Lamb. You know who she
I
is?
know this story, I think.
Yes. She was a 21-year-old student that kind of went on a soul journey, soul searching journey.
Uh-huh.
And she is Canadian. Well, she goes to the Cecil Hotel I think she was taking a break from her college, like doing a free semester. She has a history of depression, manic, sometimes manic episodes, but she was medicated and she was doing really good. And anyways, so she goes out to Los Angeles and she stays at the Cecil Hotel, which if
Yeah.
you don't know about the Cecil Hotel,
I've heard
that
some
place has
things.
that place has some history.
Yeah.
Not good history either. Anyways, so what's mysterious is she goes missing. She turns up in the water tower because people staying at the Cecil Hotel noticed some weird stuff with the water quality, you know?
Ah!
So she's been missing for several weeks. They go to investigate the water tower, and there she is, dead in the water tower tank in the top of the Cecil Hotel. So then they start pulling footage. She's having these weird behaviors, getting on and off of the elevator,
Yeah.
going up to certain levels, down to certain levels, off, back on, looking. And there seems to be like discrepancies in timestamps. And also, people are able to like pause it frame by frame, and there
Yeah.
could be potentially someone that she's looking at outside of one of the stops. And so there's been tons of investigation done, and her mom and I think she has a brother, her siblings, they've all her mom and dad, they've wanted to find her, obviously, and they've put a lot of resources into it, but there's just no answers.
That's really
So
freaky.
yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that, but there's tons of conspiracies. So people are like, well, maybe she was off of her meds and she was having a manic episode, and then she ended up going for a swim in the water tower. Could be. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
someone killed her. Could be. Or maybe, have you heard this theory? She was playing a dimensional game.
Dimensional game. No, I've not
Hmm.
heard this theory.
Yes. So there's speculation that if you do certain maneuvers and push certain buttons and do it in the right order, you will go travel across the dimension of time or space or whatever. And that's how she ended up in the water tower was whenever on her return.
All right, that's not freaky at all.
So
I have seen the footage of it though, and it's
it's
like
freaky.
it's freaky. Also, how long were they drinking dead body water?
Yeah, and bathing in it. Like, and how do you, as the person who finally reported that, like, what do you do after that?
Um, Go to a decontamination chamber, I
I feel
guess.
like my skin, I would need to step inside of a dishwasher that's on full blast steam cycle.
Yeah, body autoclave.
Yes.
No, thank you.
So I bet though they didn't know at the time why the water was like that. The hotel was like, "Oh, sorry. We'll look into this.
Oh yeah, the hotel
Here's a
definitely.
coupon."
Oh. Yeah, that makes you wary of like staying in any hotel ever.
Any hotel. I always wear my shoes in hotel rooms.
Yeah,
I don't like, why do they put carpet in hotel rooms? I don't like carpet in general. I don't even
right.
have carpet in my own house. I don't like it.
Me either.
Also, why were they putting carpet in bathrooms back in the day?
I don't know. And it's also like usually like bright green, baby blue. Like it's not even
Pink.
pink. It's not even like
Yes.
neutral carpet color.
Yes. And you remember those toilet seats that
Yeah,
were
why do
like,
people ever do that? Why
and
are we
then the
decorating our
foam
toilet
ones,
seats?
the foam toilet seats that when you sit down, it like,
Yeah, I feel like
the
they
air
would
comes
never
out.
they would never be clean.
They would never be clean. Don't put carpet on your toilet seats. Don't put foam on your toilet seats.
Yeah,
Public service announcement. Maybe that's how the
very important.
hantavirus got spread.
Gosh, you're on something now.
Oh my gosh, stressing me out. Anyways, that's my TED Talk. So the
Thank
next
you.
one, and if the most traumatic thing I've gone through is a foam toilet seat, I'm doing good, okay?
Yes.
Um, the next one, the next two are kind of similar.
Hmm.
And so the first one is Madeline McCain.
Yeah.
And so Madeline McCain was just almost 4 years old. And she disappeared while her family was on vacation in Portugal. Her family, and I think they had some family friends there as well,
Hmm.
put the kids to sleep, and then they went to go get dinner. And when they came back, Madeline was gone. And she's never been seen. They've
Have you
done
se
Oh, go ahead.
have you seen how long it actually takes to get from the restaurant to the hotel room?
No, how long?
I think it's a matter of minutes, but
Yeah,
it's
I
too
didn't think it was.
long.
I think it was like within a couple minute walk, like maybe
Yeah.
5 minutes. And this is
And
2007.
they
Like I
didn't
feel
have like
like
a baby monitor with them or
well, it won't reach.
that
The
far.
norm the normal baby monitors won't reach. Yeah. And this is in 2007. But like I feel like in 2007 people weren't free range babying as much as they
Hmm.
were in previous generations. Like after kind of the milk carton kids and everything,
Yeah.
I feel like parents got a little more protective. So for this to happen in 2007,
Is
I just
extra
feel like,
wild.
yeah, I just feel like you're, I can't imagine my parents like walking, like leaving me to sleep and
Oh,
going
never.
down the street
Mm-mm.
while I'm not even 4 years old.
No,
Like
never.
who does that? So, anyways, younger siblings were in there as well. They were not touched, just Madeline. It was very publicized internationally. Lots of investigations. The investigation is still open. There's been tons of sightings where people are like, "Is this Madeline McCann?" But it's like not. And so the most likely thing is that. She was abducted by someone who was local, knew the area, saw the opportunity, took it. That's the most likely thing. And there's also some conspiracies that since the Epstein files have been discussed more,
Yes, I've seen this.
apparently her parents are pretty affluent.
Okay.
So, and I'm not saying that this happened. I'm just saying what the conspiracies are. Okay? I
Mm-hmm.
think probably someone had the opportunity and took her. Um, but they think it was an inside thing. They think the parents knew and they sold her
Why just her and not the other children?
because she was really cute.
So
I
she'd
don't
be
know.
like 25 years old now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Poor thing.
crazy. That's horrible.
Isn't that terrible? No, but
But
the
that's,
the parents have been ruled out. They didn't have any
yeah.
involvement. And imagine being one of the siblings that didn't get taken. Like
Yeah.
survivor's remorse.
Yeah.
Like, why
That's
not
gotta
me?
be
Why did they take her? Why didn't they take me? Where is
weird
she?
dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah. So the case is still open and there is a primary suspect who
Okay.
is his name is Christian Bruckner, and he is a convicted sex offender. He was living in that area, and they just don't have any proof to tie him to it, and he has not confessed, but he is a top suspect.
Is he,
Anyways,
I feel like I saw somewhere there was a person in prison currently that they were
he
investigating.
it might be this guy,
Okay.
but he hasn't confessed.
Got it.
Yeah. And there's no physical evidence, so
Right.
they can't, you can suspect all day, but without the evidence,
Can't prosecute him.
you can't. So there's still a chance it could be solved, though.
Hmm. Do you have anything else you want to share with the class?
I don't. We just hope that you guys aren't too depressed after this episode.
Well, don't be depressed. Just like it's more interesting stuff.
It is. And it's like, it's stuff that I'm like, what happened? What happened?
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
stuff that like
know.
if I'm just like driving down the road, like on the
Like
highway or
pondering.
something, it's stuff like that where I'm like,
Yeah.
and
Especially
for
like
some
the
reason,
Alyssa Lamb one. I don't know how to say her name. I'm
mhm,
sorry. That one's, I've really wondered about that one.
that hotel,
That hotel has a big history, and they
it
tried to like
need
revamp it and make it look all hip.
no, it needs an exorcism.
And then they're
Well, we hope that you stay blessed.
and highly medicated.
Like, share, subscribe, do whatever your buttons that you have
Yes, your
work. You
buttons,
are,
pushing your buttons actually really help us. So please push your buttons.
yeah, push your buttons or you'll push our buttons.
Yeah. Like, we see you. You've been watching every week
Yeah,
and
you're
you
just
haven't
lurking.
followed. You haven't subscribed by now. What's up with that? Comment. Let us know you're here. Say
Yeah, we need
something.
goodness.
Just a
Tired of
period in the comments.
screaming into the void.
Yes.